All right, what is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
Renan Bueno, Renan, and then Bueno.
Perfect. All right, what grade are you in?
Junior.
All right, so tell me your name again. Tell me
Renan.
where you see yourself in 5 years.
Renan Bueno, and I think I see myself working in automotive repair, so like cars.
Okay, that's really cool. Why?
I just like always loved cars, and I've always like wanted to learn about them. So I don't really know a lot about them, so like that's why I want to learn, and I want to like learn how to fix them, because I feel like it's like a really important thing, and like it's a job you need.
Okay, for sure. So are you planning on going to college and like pursuing that path, or are you gonna go straight into the industry out of high school?
I'll go to college. I'm thinking 2 years in Sierra for community, and then I think like the next 2 years for like UTI. It's like a automotive repair school.
Very nice. So when exactly did you decide that this is what you wanted to do when you grew up?
I mean, I've always loved cars, but like I really decided to go to UTI like school and really learn automotive repair last year. That's when I decided to like actually become a mechanic.
Very nice. So can you tell me, so you said you went to UTI last year, or like?
No, I'm thinking
you
about
decided
going.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you had any like experience with working on cars?
Yeah. I've worked on cars before with my dad, like fixing, changing oil, changing a tire, stuff like that.
Very nice. So would you say that your dad has helped like get you into the automotive industry and like kind of show you what you want to do with your life more?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a big inspiration for me. He's like always loved working on cars too, and sometimes when he needs help, he'll ask me and my brothers. So, yeah.
Very nice. All right, so what would you say is like the biggest pull factor for you wanting to go into that industry?
Pull factor. I feel like it's something like it's really a flexible job. You know, like there's cars everywhere, so like you'll never be out of a job as long as like you're good at what you do.
For sure.
Also, it's like something I like think I'll enjoy doing. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. So do you want to like work for like a local mechanic, or do you want to actually like build cars or something like that?
I'm not really sure like long term. I think like just like the first like 5 years, probably just like a local mechanic.
Okay, for sure. Get like some experience.
Yeah, get experience definitely.
Definitely. Okay. I think that's a good interview. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go. All right, hold that up for the camera. See. Perfect. All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, what is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Riley Dexter, Ryleedexter.
All right, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Excellent. Okay, so ignore the camera. That's no conversation. It doesn't even exist. All right, so tell me your name again and tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
My name is Riley Dexter. In 5 years, I see myself in college, probably pursuing and majoring in business. And I'm just like looking forward to getting a degree and graduating from college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what college do you want to go to?
I'm really interested in San Diego State or Arizona, U of A or ASU.
Is there any particular reason why?
I love the beach. I have family in SoCal also, and I like just love being in the beach. And I've also toured Arizona. It's just like a fun environment.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So is there like a specific like pathway in business that you want to go to, or is it just like business in general?
It's just business in general. I mean, I still have time to think over the years, so I think my major could change, but as of now, that's like one of the majors, that's one of my options. So I think just business in general.
Okay, why would you say that's like one of your options, or like one of the most important things that you want to go into?
In my family, my dad's always been like a businessman and has done a lot of business, so I've kind of been like influenced by that, and it's kind of seemed like not only a fun job, but like something that's like interesting to do.
What does your dad do?
My dad, my dad just like, he didn't go to college, but he has like done a lot of business experience, stuff like that, and it's just like influenced me. I don't know how to explain it, yeah.
So do you want to do like anything like accounting, like the mathy part, or do you want to do like sales?
Yeah, it'd be like more sales, not more of the math stuff. It'd be like more of the sales and like stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so who would you say like, it could also be your dad, like who would you say is the most like influential person to get you into that like sort of path path or to make you decide that you wanted to do that?
To go to college or to like just be in business?
Into business. Like
Yeah.
business is college.
So, like I was influenced by a lot of people in my life to go to college and then also pursue business from my dad, but then the influence to just go to college in general because my family, like my mom didn't get to like pursue to go to college, so it's just like also for my family too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. So when exactly did you decide that that was something you wanted to do?
Probably kind of a recent thing, like for the business major, but I've always wanted to go to college, and I've been thinking about going and majoring in business for like probably a year now.
Okay. Are you in the business class here at Rafa?
No.
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 Okay. So do you think that it'll be a little bit hard to like go into like sort of a new environment in college? Or?
I don't think it'll be hard. I think I do great in good environments, like meeting new people, and like I like the new experiences, so I think it'd be like a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Down very close. I'm not gonna lie. All right, you can hold that up. Perfect. I can steal it. All right. What is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Sydney Kelly, SYDNEYKELLEY.
All right. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Excellent. Okay. So tell me your name again and tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
My name is Sydney, and I see myself in college, pursuing my major and still studying for it, possibly going to PA schooling after that.
Okay. What's your major?
An orthopedic doctor and like kinesiology.
Okay. Why did you choose that?
I'm really into like sports and stuff. I play soccer for like almost my whole life, and like kind of like the physical therapist kind of stuff in kinesiology is really interesting to me.
Have you been in a sports med class here, Rob?
Yeah, I've been in it for 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So has that sort of like helped you decide what like field you want to specialize in, or?
Yeah, a bit. It like introduced me into kind of like the sports med kind of field, and I'm also taking anatomy too, and that's kind of more like on the molecular scale.
Okay.
So
when did you decide that you wanted to like do this when you grew up?
I don't know. Well, yeah, being into sports and all that stuff, kind of seeing how like the body works and all that is like pretty fascinating to me, and yeah, so.
For sure. Yeah. Do your parents do anything like similar to this, or they like?
They don't, but my mom works for the state, and my dad's a former police officer, and he also works for the state right now.
Okay, very nice. So, what would you say is like the most like the biggest pull factor for you to go into that career?
Probably because I've already like gotten like some experience in it because I'm kind of injury prone with my stuff. So I was able to go see an orthopedic doctor myself, and kind of like what they were talking about seemed like really interesting. And I was thinking like it'd probably be pretty interesting to pursue. So.
For sure. And do you want to go more into like pediatric orthopedics or like just regular orthopedics?
Mainly just regular orthopedics, but like being a PA, so that's not like really surgery kind of stuff, but it's still like being like a doctor.
Okay, so what does PA stand for?
It's a physician assistant.
Physician assistant.
Yeah.
So why is that like what you want to do? Why not be like an actual physician?
I don't really know, but I don't know, because that's kind of like a step up from just a regular like orthopedic doctor, but not as much as like a surgeon and all that stuff, because I don't know if I could handle all that. So.
Sure. So medical school is like, I know my dad had a few friends that went into like college chemistry and like instantly dropped out because they just
Yeah.
Do you think like you're prepared to take all of those hard classes?
I think I am, because I understand all like the science stuff pretty well, and it's also like interesting to me, and like when stuff is like interesting to you, it's a little bit easier to learn it. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank
That was
you.
Great. All right. You can give the mic to. Are you next? All right. You want to hold that up for the camera to see?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right. Let's do that. All right. What is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Madison Nye, Madisonnye.
Perfect. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
All right, and you chose where you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, so tell me your name again and tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
My name is Madison Nye, and I see myself in college and in the nursing program.
Okay, why?
I just really like helping people, and I think going into healthcare will be super nice.
Okay, for sure. Is there any or can you tell me when you sort of decided that was what you wanted to do?
Well, I've had so many health problems in my life, and all the nurses and doctors that have helped me, I just really want to give back and do what they've done for me.
For sure. Is there any particular reason why you want to go into like that field of medicine? Because I know there's like a ton of fields. Is there any reason why you want to be like a nurse?
My sister-in-law's a nurse, and I really want to be a labor and delivery nurse, and I've always just been like fascinated by what they do and how they help you.
What I would be mostly fascinated is how do you even do that? Like that seems like it would be a very stressful and gross job. Sort of.
Yeah.
So do you think you're prepared for that kind of a struggle? Or?
I think I am. I mean, I don't get like grossed out by much, and I think it's interesting to like know how much medicine you give someone and just helping someone throughout that stressful time.
For sure. And I asked the last person this question, but like, do you think you're like ready for like college and how hard college is to get into like medicine?
I think so. I mean, my sister wants to be a nurse too, so I'll have her with me, which will help me. Like, she'll just be a guide with me. So I think just her being there and supporting me, I'll be okay.
How old is your sister?
I'm a triplet, so she's a junior with me.
Okay, very nice. So what college exactly do you want to go to?
I want to go to BYU.
Is there any reason why?
My brothers both went there, and it's just something in my family that I've thought about for a while and what will make me happy.
For sure. Are you worried like about not getting in there or anything like that? Or
I mean, there's definitely like worry about where you want to go to school and what school will accept you, but I think I'm pretty confident about going there.
For sure. All right, that's all we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you read this?
No, you're gonna hold it up for the camera.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna take that photo.
Okay.
Yeah, just for our recording purposes. Okay, so what's your name and how do you spell it?
My name's Abby Nguyen, Abynguyen.
Perfect. And what grade are you in?
11.
Got it. When you're ready, you can say, my name is, and after that, answer the question.
Hi, my name is Abby Nguyen, and in 5 years, I hopefully see myself trying to get a bachelor's degree in biology at UCSD.
Okay, so tell me about why biology.
I wanted to do biology because later I wanted to major or like go into dental school, and then to do that I wanted to get a degree in biology or chemistry.
Okay, so why are you interested in dentistry?
It's because when I was younger, I used to always have to go to the dentist, and then they always made me feel welcomed as a child because I always had a lot of cavities, and then they always helped my teeth and for me to have a good smile.
Yeah, I really like that. So tell me about UCSD, like why there?
UCSD, I kind of just like the area, and then also my sister was gonna move with me there for her nursing school, so.
Okay, so she's planning on going in the area too. Okay, cool. What are you doing like now in high school to like work towards both like the biology/dentist and like UCSD?
Right, as of right now, I'm doing AP Chem and more science classes, and then next year I'll be doing AP Bio so that I can meet some of the requirements to get that done early.
Yeah, smart. Tell me about your sister. Like she's also pursuing something.
Oh, yeah. My sister, she's actually in a nursing program right now, and then when she would move with me, if she could, then she would probably go to work as a resident, and then afterwards she'll go to more schooling with me.
Got it. Okay, that's really cool that you guys would be like kind of like in sync on it a little bit. Yeah, I think that's really sweet, honestly. That was good.
Video. Okay, perfect. So now Carson takes it. All right. What is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Kaylin Cunningham, Kaelyn Cunningham.
All right. What grade are you?
I'm a junior.
Excellent. Okay. Ignore the camera.
Okay.
Just a nice little conversation between me and you.
Okay.
It's super easy.
Okay.
So say your name again and say where you see yourself in 5 years.
I'm Kaylin, and I see myself in 5 years at college, hopefully interning at a veterinarian clinic and finishing up my last year, getting my bachelor's degree in zoology, and hopefully getting married soon.
Okay. So is there any reason why you want to pursue veterinarian?
I've always wanted to be a veterinarian since I was a little girl, and so I don't know. I just think hopefully I'm like going down that path in 5 years, and it's getting closer to being able to be my career.
Definitely. Is there a particular school that you're wanting to go to that'll help you pursue that?
UC Santa Barbara has a really good biology and zoology courses for people to take.
Definitely. Now, my aunt is a veterinarian, so I know a little bit about it. So, are you okay with like every job is good, right? But there's the downsides to being a veterinarian. Like, you see animals when they're hurting and when they're sick. Are you like, do you think that you're gonna be okay doing that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely gonna be sad for me to like see because animals are like, I love animals, but it's just kind of like part of being a veterinarian is you need to be there for the person, like emotionally, and help their animal as best as you can, because at the end of the day, like their health of the animal is more important to the person. And so like really just trying to connect with the animal and the person on that level, I think helps make it a better experience. And I think handling like the sad parts of it, it will be tough, but I think it'll help shape me as a person.
Definitely. So going to college. So when did you sort of decide that college was the right for you? Because there are options where you could like go straight into interning to be a veterinarian. So when did you like decide that like you wanted to go into college into interning?
I think just so I have more experience and knowledge about the subject.
Definitely.
I think also I'll probably volunteer at clinics and stuff, and trying to like just like gain more knowledge will help me in the future, like with getting a career. If I have like that degree already, it'll put me above like other people. Yeah.
For sure. And are you planning on being a veterinarian or a veterinarian assistant, nurse?
I'm planning on being a surgical veterinarian. So it's a little bit higher and harder to go get into, so I have to do a little more schooling. But yeah, that's the goal.
Alrighty, sweet. Thank you so much. That was great.
It was weird being on the other end.
Alright, what is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Cole Bromas. It's spelled C-O-L-E B-R-O-U-M-A-S.
What grade are you in?
I am a junior.
Excellent. Ignore the camera. Nice little conversation, just me and you, right? Okay, so tell me your name again and tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
My name is Cole Bromas, and I see myself in 5 years. Hopefully, hold on, let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with what the dream is. The dream is graduating from UCLA with a film degree, and in that degree being able to know how to write scripts for movies, know how to direct movies, and hopefully work my way into a job like that. But the realistic idea is getting a master's degree or a degree in criminology or criminal justice, heading into the police academy and working my way into becoming a homicide detective.
Okay. So let's start with like the first point, right?
Yeah.
So why do you want to go into film?
I've always had a passion for it ever since I was younger. My mom showed me movies, all types of movies when I was younger, and I was just always kind of inspired, not really inspired, but just always taken to awe and just like how do they do that? Or I would watch a movie, even when I was younger, I'd be like, that was bad. Like I was able to like tell the difference between like that was a good movie or a bad. Like at a younger age, I can tell like, oh, that should have been different. And ever since I was like younger, even like in elementary school, they had to do like a class project, but our teacher wanted to switch it up. And I was like, let's do a video. And she was asking like, I want someone to direct it. And I was like, in my idea, I was like, oh, someone's gonna wanna do this. I was like, I thought everyone in the class was gonna raise their hand. And they go, and she asked like, oh, who wants to direct it? And I was the only one that raised my hand. And I was all like, never mind, just me.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's move more into the more realistic.
Yeah.
So first of all, why would you say that's more realistic?
UCLA, hard school to get into, especially with like the type of classes I'm taking and other stuff. Another thing too is like it's a really hard career to get into after you get it. Very competitive, and even if you do make it, a lot of stuff, hidden secret stuff that I don't even know, and even don't even know if I want to be around it. Yeah. Whole thing I want to do is like, if I did get that opportunity, all I want to do is just make films that I'm happy with and that would make like the audience enjoy. I don't even care about the rating. Partially will care about the rating, but mostly just care like the audience enjoy it.
For sure. Okay, so why is man, what did you say? Criminal
Justice or criminology.
Okay, so why is that like your backup more realistic plan?
So I've also always kind of had a thing for like problem solving, wanting to find somewhere like that's kind of how my brain works as well as like problem solving. And I was kind of just looking at careers, and I was like, man, a cop's not a bad career. I was like, but I kind of don't want to just be a cop. I want to do something more than that.
Yeah.
And so I kept looking into it, and I was like, detective. And then my brain was like, that still doesn't seem like full to me.
Yeah.
Like you can be a detective for a lot of things. You can be a detective for like vice and find like drugs and stuff, or you can be a detective for like what's it called? Like not money but like find like tax fraud. But it's like that doesn't sound. So I went with the idea of homicide.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to cut you off.
I know. I went over.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. You can go ahead.
Like drop this.
Oh no. Yeah,
Hold on, I'm just gonna like put this right on your collar here. Okay.
When do I go?
I'll direct you. Okay. Okay, can you hold up that paper for me? There we go. Okay, what's your name? How do you spell it?
My name's Kennedy. I spell it Kennedy Wilson.
Perfect. And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Oh shoot, she's doing it. Sorry, we'll fix it. No, we'll fix it.
Okay. Okay, I'll take this. Sorry. Okay, tell me about where you see yourself in 5 years.
I see myself in college studying veterinarian and hopefully volunteering and having a good life and just living it up.
Okay. Do you have any specific ideas about like where location-wise you would like to be?
Probably BYU, Idaho or Provo, Utah.
Yeah. Okay, so like why BYU?
Because I know there's church there and I can always like just go there and have fun and visit family and friends, so.
Got it, so you have a lot of family around those
Yeah.
areas? Okay, that's really nice. And then what draws you to like veterinarian like specifically?
Ever since I was a kid, I've always wanted to. I felt like people have always been like, oh, I want to be a veterinarian, and then like they grow up and they forget about it, but I've always loved animals. I've always dog sat and I want to be a dog trainer. I want to get another job doing that. And I don't know, I've just always loved animals.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Just want to hold that up to the camera real quick, that paper. Beautiful, I can take that from you. And if I could have you spell your first and last name for me real quick.
ALEKSANDREKIMERIDZE.
Awesome. So, camera's not here. Look at me, we're just having a conversation, you know. So I'll have you repeat your first and last name, just not spell, just like say it. And then answer the prompt, where do you see yourself in 5 years, just whenever you're ready.
Alexander Gamarita. In 5 years, I see myself either in law school or a professional boxer.
Awesome, so those are two very different places. So I'll start with law school. So like what makes you want to like learn about law?
Ever since I was a kid, like I've been interested in like shows and like real life cases and stuff like that. I have like a couple friends that are currently in law school in criminal justice or injustice to be exact, and I've just been interested in it probably my whole life.
Like watching like those law shows, have you seen like suits and stuff?
Yeah.
So like what position like calls students like lawyer, attorney, paralegal?
Definitely like lawyer, someone that can like help people out that are like hopefully like wrongfully charged.
And then you talk about boxing as well. So do you think you could do both of those at the same time?
Probably not. I'm gonna go to college and then see what really works out better.
Awesome. Do you currently box?
Yeah.
So you, are you in any like clubs or anything like that for boxing?
Well, I wouldn't say clubs, but I do go to like a gym. I've been to a few gyms and then I'm like taking it pretty serious.
You say you're good at boxing?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Do you think that is like a career that you can go into and like actually turn profitable?
Maybe. It's just about luck, I think.
What boxers or like people have you seen that like made money boxing?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Really? Yeah.
So he had like a reason to be boxing like pigeons, I think it was. Do you have like your opinion on your reason?
I've always been like pretty, I guess I'd say tough, and I've like wanted like a combat sport to do, and like that was just my favorite ever since I was a kid. Thank you.
I'm Nicola Thompson, NICOLATHOMPSON. I'm a junior.
Okay, and then when you're ready, you can say my name is and answer the question after that.
Okay, my name is Nicola Thompson, and in 5 years, I hope to see myself graduated college, hopefully living somewhere in like a big city. I don't know.
Yeah, so tell me about like kind of why do you see yourself in college? Like what?
Okay.
Where do you get that decision?
Well, I definitely want a degree so I can get a good job, you know, good paying job. I don't know what I want to study yet, but I might want to be like a teacher or something like that, so.
Yeah. And tell me more about the big city thing. Like why are you going to
I don't like living in the suburbs. I don't think I can do it again. You know, I want like movement, and I want to meet. I want to see new and different people every day.
Tell me about kind of how you're working towards that goal right now.
I'm very focused on schoolwork. I'm like taking a lot of classes, you know, so I can get into a really good school and get a good degree and make a lot of money so I can live in a city.
Yeah. Tell me about kind of like so like what does that mean to you?
I really want to go to UCSD, like a UC school, somewhere on like the California West Coast.
Okay. So UC San Diego specifically, have you toured it?
No, but my cousins live there, and we go to San Diego every Thanksgiving, so I haven't, this year, I'll see it this year.
Yeah, I think that's really good. So you said just like California, so like in-state?
In-state.
Cal State schools.
Yeah. I mean, my dream is to go to a UC school.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what about the other UCs? Like
UC Santa Barbara, Cal, UC Berkeley, I would go there. That's kind of like all on my list. I wanted to go to NYU. That's like one of the most expensive schools in the country, so that's not happening. It's also really hard to get into. But yeah, no, my grandma went to UCSD too, so.
I really like it. It's good.
Alright. So just say your name to the camera and then spell it out, and then you can just go on with answering the question.
Hi, my name is Yarik Yalwood, and where do I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully, well, I don't know yet, but hopefully I will see myself in some 4-year university, and in 4 years I'll probably be, I think, a junior in college or in university. So hopefully that. Hopefully I'll get my life figured out. You know, which major I want to submit to, and what kind of future I want to have. So yeah.
What type of majors and minors are you thinking of right now?
I was thinking about electrician engineering, but like as the time goes, I kind of more like shifting towards astrophysics, because I kind of like the space. I kind of like the exploring that. So I would say astrophysicist.
What colleges do you want to go to try to like strive for those things?
To be honest, any like good college, Nevada, University of Nevada, Arizona State, Sac State, it'll be fun.
Nice. Are you thinking about going to Sierra for the 2-year gap?
Depends, but I'll probably just commit to some 4-year.
Nice. For your senior year, are you planning to take any classes to help you achieve whatever majors you think you want?
Yeah, I'll be taking AP Calculus, and I'll be taking AP Physics.
So are you planning to do 4-year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything, what made you interested in picking the 2 majors that you're thinking about?
So about electrician engineering, like my dad is electrician engineer, and I'm really inspired by him, the way he puts in the work every single day. he always helps people because like it's a really important job. You provide people with electricity and stuff. And about astrophysics, I just got into space like from my childhood. I really like the stars, the space, the cosmos, like so yeah.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey.
Perfect. Steal that from you. All right. What is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
Renan Bueno, Renan, and then Bueno.
Perfect. All right. What grade are you in?
Junior.
All right. So tell me your name again. Tell me
Renan.
where you see yourself in 5 years.
Renan Bueno, and I think I see myself working in automotive repair, so like cars.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Why?
I just like always loved cars, and I've always like wanted to learn about them. So I don't really know a lot about them. So like that's why I want to learn, and I want to like learn how to fix them, because I feel like it's like a really important thing, and like it's a job you need.
Okay, for sure. So are you planning on going to college and like pursuing that path, or are you gonna go straight into the industry out of high school?
I'll go to college. I'm thinking 2 years in Sierra for community, and then I think like the next 2 years for like UTI. It's like a automotive repair school.
Very nice. So when exactly did you decide that this is what you wanted to do?
I mean, I've always loved cars, but like I really decided to go to UTI like school and really learn automotive repair last year. That's when I decided to like actually become a mechanic.
Very nice. So can you tell me? So you said you went to UTI last year, or like?
No, I'm thinking
you
about
decided
going.
you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you had any like experience with working on cars?
Yeah. I've worked on cars before with my dad, like fixing, changing oil, changing a tire, stuff like that.
Very nice. So would you say that your dad has helped like get you into the automotive industry and like kind of show you what you want to do with your life in a way?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely a big inspiration for me. He's like always loved working on cars too, and sometimes when he needs help, he'll ask me and my brothers. So, yeah.
Very nice. All right. So what would you say is like the biggest pull factor for you wanting to go into that industry?
Pull factor. I feel like it's something like it's really a flexible job. You know, like there's cars everywhere, so like you'll never be out of a job as long as like you're good at what you do.
For sure.
Also, it's like something I like think I'll enjoy doing. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. So do you want to like work for like a local mechanic, or do you want to actually like build cars or something like that?
I'm not really sure like long term. I think like just like the first like 5 years, probably just like a local mechanic.
Okay, for sure. Get like some experience.
Yeah, get experience definitely.
Definitely. Okay. I think that's good interview. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Let's do it. All right, hold that up for the camera. See. Perfect. All right, let's do that.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, what is your first and last name? How do you spell it?
My name is Riley Dexter, RYLEEDEXTER.
All right, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Excellent. Okay, so ignore the camera. That's no conversation. It doesn't even exist. All right, so tell me your name again and tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
My name's Riley Dexter. In 5 years, I see myself in college, probably pursuing and majoring in business. And I'm just like looking forward to getting a degree and graduating from college.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what college do you want to go to?
I'm really interested in San Diego State or Arizona, U of A or ASU.
Is there any particular reason why?
I love the beach. I have family in SoCal also, and I like just love being in the beach. And I've also toured Arizona. It's just like a fun environment.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So is there like a specific like pathway in business that you want to go to, or is it just like business in general?
It's just business in general. I mean, I still have time to think over the years, so I think my major could change. But as of now, that's like one of the majors. That's one of my options. So I think just business in general.
Okay. Why would you say that's like one of your options, or like one of the most important things that you want to go into?
In my family, my dad's always been like a businessman and has done a lot of business, so I've kind of been like influenced by that, and it's kind of seemed like not only a fun job, but like something that's like interesting to do.
What does your dad do?
My dad, my dad just like, he didn't go to college, but he has like done a lot of business experience, stuff like that, and it's just like influenced me. I don't know how to explain it, yeah.
So do you want to do like anything like accounting, like the math part, or do you want to do like sales?
Yeah, it'd be like more sales, not more of the math stuff. It'd be like more of the sales and like stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, who would you say like? It could also be that like, who would you say is the most like influential person to get you into that like sort of pathway to make you decide that you wanted to do that?
To go to college or to like just be in business?
Into business. Like,
Yeah.
Business college.
So, like I was influenced by a lot of people in my life to go to college and then also pursue business from my dad, but then the influence to just go to college in general because my family, like my mom didn't get to like pursue to go to college, so it's just like also for my family too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So when exactly did you decide that that was something you wanted to do?
Probably kind of a recent thing, like for the business major, but I've always wanted to go to college, and I've been thinking about going and majoring in business for like probably a year now.
Okay. Are you in the business class here at Rothman?
No.
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 Okay. So do you think that it'll be a little bit hard to like go into like sort of a new environment in college? Or?
I don't think it'll be hard. I think I do great in good environments, like meeting new people, and like, I like the new experiences, so I think it'd be like a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Not say that.
No. I just didn't.
I
have
can
any
say
context.
that?
I thought you were. No, you can totally say. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was just like, wait, what are we talking about? I forgot. I'm interviewing you. Okay. So say your name into answering the question. What are you going to do in 5 years?
I'm Emma Forrest, and in 5 years, I'm hopefully going to be a forensic photographer.
Okay. So what is that?
Forensic photographer, they take pictures of crime scenes and like to help with reports. And they just take pictures of crime scenes and analyze what happened.
Totally. So what's the process of actually becoming one? Do you go to college? Do you just
have to. I have asked a few people on like what to do, and they said to go into college and get some sort of degree in science. So I'm hopefully gonna go and get a forensic degree in science.
Do you know what college you plan on going to?
No, I do not. I've not looked that far into it.
For sure. Are you taking forensics at Whitney right now? Or?
No, I'm hopefully gonna do that next year.
Okay. Yeah, totally. So is the reason that you're taking photography right now, is that so you can like be ready?
Yeah, I looked something and it said you need 3 years of photography, so this is my second year. I'm gonna take 1 more year next year.
Very nice. So what would you say really like inspired you or made you want to actually choose this as the path you want to pursue?
Watching horror movies since I was like 8.
Okay, and like what part exactly about that?
I don't know, I just like horror and death. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, for sure. And so like, would you say you want to be like, that's the reason you want to be a photographer, to like take pictures of all the dead bodies, but would you want to go into like film or movie making also? Like, no?
Not really.
Just
I want the real stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That's really interesting to me. I personally can't handle blood like at all. I've never seen a horror movie all the way through. So why would you say that like you can?
I don't know. I've just really liked watching them, and then I want to go into the field of forensic and watching and taking photos of that.
Yeah, totally. Are you prepared? Like, I know going into the police force always is hard, and like, are you prepared for like all of the challenges that like it takes to get up there? Because I know like you don't just like sign up and then you're a forensic photographer. Yeah. There's like training and stuff like that. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. All right, for sure. All right, thanks so much. That was great.
Okay, yeah, she'll take it. Okay, what's your name? How do you spell it?
Katie Cochis, Katiekochis.
Perfect. Go ahead and say my name is. After that, answer the question.
My name is Katie. In 5 years, I see myself at UC Davis pursuing a doctorate degree in veterinary sciences.
Wow, you got it planned out, girl. Okay, first of all, why UC Davis?
I want to go to UC Davis because they're one of the best schools for veterinary medicine in the nation, and they have a really good community on campus and in Davis in general.
Yeah. And then why veterinary sciences?
I've always had animals growing up. I've always had at least 3 animals in the house, and it would be great to work in a career where I'm around them every day.
Yeah. Tell me about like what kinds of animals. That was very vague.
Right now I have 5 pets. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and we've always had at least 2 cats and a dog.
Okay. No other
animals.
Okay. Okay, tell me about what you're doing like right now or like in high school to get to that point.
Right now, I'm taking an Intro to Zoology course at Sierra over the summer, and I'm trying to do a like little almost internship that's online with North Carolina University, where they give us multiple classes throughout the week, and it's like prepping for vet path.
That's really great. Here, I have one. Tell me a little bit about, because I don't, maybe you don't even know, but if you do know, tell me a little bit about the process of like becoming a vet.
First, I have to get my bachelor's degree in a related science, which I'm hoping to go with animal sciences. Then after that, it's 4 years till I get my actual like license, and then I want to hopefully specialize in either cardiology or oncology.
Okay, why those two?
I feel like I want to specialize for sure, so that way I can like be more flexible in which animals I work with, and cardiology and oncology are the most interesting to me.
Okay. Yeah, that's really good, really interesting. I'll take the mic.
Ask you what your first and last name is, and on spot, what your grade is. He's going to take that, and you're going to look at me the whole time. And you're going to start is to say, hi, my name is, and then you say, I see myself in 5 years, and then you just go.
Okay.
You recording? Okay, cool. My name is Cole Burmas. I'm with Rockland Media. Can I ask you a few questions today?
Yes.
All right, first, what is your first and last name and how do you spell it?
My name is Liam Lafferty, Liam-Lafferty.
And what grade are you in?
11th.
Okay, we'll take that paper from you. Okay, and you're going to start off with, my name is, and I see myself in 5 years.
My name is Liam, and I find myself in 5 years, hopefully upscaling my business and making a lot more money and making a bigger impact on the world.
What is your business?
Right now I'm doing landscaping and junk removal. Yeah.
How's that been so far? Like, how'd you, actually, let's start with this. How'd you start and get into that business?
Well, I just felt I felt like broke, and I felt like I needed to do something with my life. And I have a truck, so it's really easy for me to do those things. And I can make more money doing that than working a minimum wage job, so.
That's fair.
Yeah.
How do you wish to like expand your business? Are you trying to go to a school learning like business, or are you just gonna go and take it on head on?
No, I just find people, and then I get referrals from other people, so I can just get more customers, and then I get returning clients, and then hopefully that's how I upscale my business.
Is it just you, or do you have, or have you brought people in?
It's pretty much just me. If I need help doing like something, then maybe I'll just contact one of my friends and give them like $20, but yeah.
Do you see yourself when you're expanding your business, bringing in like other partners or other friends?
Yeah, bringing in other friends once it gets big enough to where I actually like need help doing things, so I can actually get employees.
That's actually really interesting. So you want to just start up your own business, like right off the gate?
Yeah.
Right out of high school?
Yep.
Nice. Are you taking any steps currently to learn like the business, or are you just taking it on head on?
Pretty much just head on. I mean, I take like all CTs, but pretty much just
learn how to get there?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50? Oh, 50? 15. 250? Yeah, 15. Oh, okay.
So can you spell your first and last name?
Yes, Tate Bailey, Taitebeiley.
Okay, so this is a conversation between me and you. The camera doesn't exist. You're just going to look at me and we're just going to be talking.
Okay.
So can you start out by saying, my name is, then your name, and then you answer the question.
Okay, my name is Tate Bailey, and in 5 years, I'm going to be 22, and I hope to be graduated from cosmetology school and working as a hairstylist, and maybe engaged, I don't know. Yeah.
So what made you want to be
Well, I don't really like traditional school. It's not my thing, and I enjoy doing nails and stuff like that, so I figured like cosmetology would be a good route for me.
So you see yourself just doing hair?
Yeah, I want to do hair. I have a couple like family friends who do it, and they seem to love it, and like if you do it right, you can make a lot of money. So, yeah.
Do you have any other like big plans for the future?
No, not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Like not like dreams or anything?
Well, I want to have a family, and I want to live by the beach. Because I love summer and like nice weather, and it's nice by the beach. So, yeah. Southern California, like San Clemente area. Yeah.
Have you like been there?
Mhm. I go there a lot.
Why do you go there?
Because I love it. There's good shopping. I like the weather and stuff, and I have some friends down there. So.
And you want to like live there?
Mhm.
Anything else like aspects or like hobbies or traveling or anything you want to do?
Oh, I really want to travel to Greece at least once in my life.
Why Greece?
Because it looks just so pretty, and like, yeah, I don't know, I want to go somewhere in Europe. And Greece looks pretty.
Is there anything you want to do there specifically?
I like the beaches. The beaches look pretty. Yeah.
And then yeah, just holding it up. Like that is perfect. Oh, okay. No, yeah, you can take it. No, you can go.
Okay.
I just have to make sure that he's recording. Okay, so what's your name and how do you spell it?
My name is JC Silva, Jacey, and then Silva, Silva.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior, so 11th.
Okay. So go ahead and say my name is, and then answer the question after that.
Okay. My name is JC Silva, and in 5 years, I see myself hopefully at UC Santa Barbara in my last year of college, majoring in child development.
Okay. Why UCSB?
I've just always, like, being at the beach is like my favorite thing, and since it's in-state, I really want to be at the beach. But other than that, I don't really have a specific reason.
Okay. And then why child development?
I've always been interested in like just helping people, so like I want to go more on the psychology aspect of it, so being able to just help kids that need it is something I've always really wanted to do.
Okay, that's really great. And then tell me about like what you're doing now or what you've been doing throughout high school to like get to that point of like being in child development and being at Santa Barbara.
Well, I'm in AP Psych right now, so I've always taken like psychology classes. I'm planning on taking a psychology class at Sierra over the summer and next year during the school year. So I've been doing a lot of stuff with that. And then for the like child development aspect of it, all of the jobs I've always had have been working with kids, whether it's like nannying, summer camp, stuff like that. So just being around kids has helped me definitely improve a lot.
100%. And then what about just getting like into Santa Barbara? Because it's not like an easy thing to do.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I'd get into UC Santa Barbara just first into it, but I want to go to the community college first and transfer in.
Yeah, okay.
So that's my plan, just because like financially it makes a lot more sense, and the campuses are so close, it's basically the same thing.
No, that's so fair. I think that's so smart.
Yeah.
Okay, so Santa Barbara, like, is there a reason that like Santa Barbara of all places is like the one? Because there are a couple like beach options, but
I have a lot of family friends that have gone there, and they all have had such amazing experiences. So that kind of just like hearing from them and how much fun they had there really kind of like set in stone for me. That's like my dream place.
okay, I love it. That was great.